Hey! Hello, hello! It's felt like so long since I streamed. Why does this feel weird? Okay. Let me go on my phone. Okay. So I literally need to get so many quests done, and I'm probably gonna on Thursday I'm gonna stream Honkai Star Rail. And we're gonna do quests there too. But I have quests. We gotta get these quests done, bro. I gotta get these quests. It's been too long. Um I don't know how long I'm gonna stream, because if I'm feeling tired, then I might just do like literally one quest and then dip. Or I'm gonna do a bunch, and I wanna do a bunch. Okay, so that thing over there. Why does it look like that? We do have some daily things to do. Bro. I also want to incorporate more Genshin and Honkai Star Rail into my content. Like, I know it's like my main games, but I feel like I don't stream it as much, because sometimes it'll be like, I do other games, and it'll be like, oh, like 3 weeks before I stream like Genshin or something. So I'm gonna try and stream Genshin more and Honkai Star Rail. But guess what? I got my Chiori built. She's not the best, but I feel like she does what she needs to do. Crit rate is okay. Crit damage is okay. I feel like I try and strive for 200 crit damage, but we didn't reach that. Her crit rate's good, especially when we consider her weapon into play. Um, I feel like she has good energy recharge, even though I wasn't really going for that. But I feel like we got lucky on that. Her artifacts are all done. Her talents are decent. I don't think I'm going to increase them beyond it. At least not for right now. uh... What else? For Genshin, I really, really want Arlecchino. And I don't think there's any like other 5 stars or 4 stars coming out, so that's exciting. So I have a bit of time to save. Cause let's see, I have this, right? And I have these current Primo Gems. And then I have some here. So I don't know if I'll have enough to guarantee, but I mean, I'll spend money if I have to, but yeah. And then Honkai Star Rail, ooh, I'm so split on Acheron. The reason why it took so long to get to streaming was because I was literally watching that thing. Which, if you haven't watched it, if you go on Honkai Star Rail, and I highly, well, is it spoilery? It's not spoilery, but like, it gives a bit of context, which might be spoilery. But it's so good. That one scene where it's all red. Oh, that was crazy to me. I literally watched that for hours. I literally watched that like for hours last night, and I watched it at like for hours when I like woke up, because it was so like something about it was so inspirational to me. Like it got my like creative juices flowing, and I was like, whoa, like I feel like there's so much that I don't know. It inspired me a lot. I feel like there was like I don't know. That was just really artistic. Like I like that. Oh my god. I'm still thinking about it. It was like crazy. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see.
Who says you have to use scissors to cut clothes? Leave those rigid rules behind. I much prefer using my own cutting tools.
Okay, I'm back. Let's go fight bosses. So, okay. We actually have to look at my quest just to see, because I have a lot. Oh my god, my chair is so squeaky. My blanket keeps getting stuck under my chair. Ooh, I hate when that happens. Okay. So, in terms of Chiori, like, I don't do Abyss, so I'm not gonna give you an opinion on that, but, she feels good, and I like how she transitions to Farina with her skill, but I don't know if it's like I am not hitting at all. Get over here. Do I get Farina's normals?
Time to shine.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Should use Raiden's thing first.
Turn to oblivion.
Okay. I just noticed, who do I have to break the things?
Mine to dominate.
I should have kept Zhongli's pillar. Ooh.
Solidify.
Lend me a hand. Strike a
Burn
pose.
to oblivion.
Die, please.
There is no escape.
Stabilize.
Okay.
Reality is pain.
I'm like so close on that thing. There we go. I'll probably be safe because of Zhongli's pillar.
Riddance, cruel world.
Delicate as silk.
Solidify. I will have order.
Next customer.
Die, please. Thanks. Okay, I did it. Switch it to Farina. Yeah.
Not possible.
And I think I have my quest done.
Let the world come alive! Shower me with praise!
I was destined for more.
Maybe I had Battle Pass. I don't know. Ooh, bow. Okay. Because I definitely have a lot of things. It's mainly the quest, I think, that I have in, like, the backload. Because I don't want to go into, like, 5.0 and, like, have all these quests from, like, the previous arc, you know? And if I had to guess, since next patch is, like, 4.6... I'm gonna make a guess that 4.6 we get a new area. I don't know. 4.7 I don't think we will, and then 4.8 we'll get like the event area that we always get. That's like temporarily there. So next patch is probably gonna have a lot of quests, because I still don't have this area unlocked. Nor do I have like a bunch of this. I mean, I guess I have half of it explored in terms of chests, but I don't have the quest. Oh my gosh. And then I feel like I still need more of this area explored. And I need to do the statues of the seven, and I need to do the chest thing. And I can't complete them because we're still in a patch like before we get another Fontaine area. So yeah. We have a bounty right there that I'll do at some point. Do I want to bring you on? I feel like Raiden will be fine. She'll generate energy for everyone.
This is order. Gather.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
See how seamless that is? Like, I just go from Shiwari to Farina so quick.
Shine down.
I think I can actually get away with this by just using skills now. Okay.
Order guide you.
Die! Oh. I was like, where's the last one?
There is no strike a pose.
I should have switched to Chiori there. Here, let's do that. Okay.
Let my name echo in song, delicate as silk. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! Illusion shattered.
You know what I don't like about Chiori's dolls is that they'll just be like over in a section if like you're moving a lot in the combat. Okay, you need to leave.
Shower me with praise.
Going over there. That thing dying. Okay.
Stabilize.
Scraps of color. Scatter.
What the? You need to stop. Oh my god, that thing is like moving around me, confusing me. Okay. Skip.
Time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Solidify. This is order.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, Raiden didn't even get that do that final hit. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're free. Okay, now I have a mental breakdown and to focus on if there's anything in specific that I need to do right now before I actually focus on quest. Surrounded Teapot should be fine. Bounty progress. Yikes. Okay, let's do that. I guess I have Battle Pass stuff too. So, the quests I know I have that I'll probably try and do first.
Gather.
Shine down. Strike a pose.
Are Navia's quest and Chiori's. I heard people say they really like Chiori's. So that's interesting. Are you immune to Geo?
Solidify.
Yes, he is.
There is no escape.
I'm just gonna ride and burst. Okay. Okay. I need to check my mic work sometimes. I get scared. Okay, there they are. Now, I have done part of Navia's quest, to be real. I also don't think any of these quests... Like, if you're looking for, like, oh my gosh, wait.
Order guide you.
Like, some of these... Like, part of Navia's quest I did on my own, but, like, that was, like, literally months ago. That's kind of crazy. Like, that happened months ago. So, like, if there's, like, the intro part you want to see, my bad. Yeah, you won't see it. But I'm still gonna do part of it, which is probably where the most interesting parts are. But, ooh. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's pretend that that did not happen, okay? I feel like it's... I don't know if I said this on stream,
There is no escape.
but I feel like it took them a really long time to, like, release.
Solidify.
Scraps of color. Scatter. Yoo-hoo!
focusing on fighting Arlecchino versus like Scaramouche was like right after Nikita, and he had a really like crazy good like quest. But who are we still fighting? Oh, you guys aren't even involved. Okay, I'm gonna dip. Like out of here. Battle pass. Okay, so we need to forge, cook dishes. That's all I feel like doing. The rest I can do progressively. I don't know why I did that. Okay. You know, there's also something that I feel like everyone forgets to do. Oh, I have artifacts I need to deal with. Thing being... Where would one of them be? Is it this area of weapon? I think it's a free weapon. That's a battle pass one. That's Inazuma. What am I looking? Is it this one? This era of weapons I still need to invest in, I think. Hey, Obesity! That's a crazy name. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm still trying to do, like, all my things, and then... Well, I'm basically done, but I'm gonna try and do some quests now. I'm just gonna make, like... Yeah, it should be fine. I think I'm gonna start with Navia's quest, but I'm gonna see, I'm gonna look through them. Because I still haven't looked yet, because I had to do all my, like, daily stuff. And then I'm gonna make, like... I'm gonna make, like, 20 of these. Auto cook. Okay. Okay, I think we're all good. I think I'm good in Genshin, generally. What does Genshin take so much storage? Is it possible for me to check, actually? Hang on. Storage, because I don't know how much storage it takes for me now. Where would it be on my computer? I delete half my apps? Dang. I guess for me it'd be different because I'm on PC, so it probably is more. Wait, I think I saw it. Do I have Arc on here? Wait, Genshin. I like scroll through it and then I see for a split second. That's Honkai Star Rail. 302 megabytes, that's an entire lie. That game is like gigabytes. I see it. Genshin Impact, 294 megabytes, that's a lie. That is a lie. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to like see the exact gigabytes. Okay. These are all the quests I gotta do, and I have so many. Obviously, we probably should prioritize, like, proper quests. So this is Navia's quest. This is, Chiori's. There's no need for it to take up that much storage. Yeah. I mean, it literally says, like, megabytes, or not megabytes. It takes, like, 300, like, somethings that are, like, less than a gigabyte. So, obviously, it's not showing... I think that's, like, the launcher. So, it's, like, not taking a lot of storage. But I don't know how much it actually takes. I wonder if Google would tell us. Let's see. How much gigabytes in Fortnite? I don't care about that. Gigabytes in Genshin. Let's do like 4.5. Not gonna lie, I'm focused on building character. No, literally same. Entirely same. I just don't want to like get to like 4.8 and then I'm like, oh, I have to do all these quests. So I'm trying to at least do some. At least on the minimum, I want to finish at least Navia's story quest today. And hopefully I have the energy to do like a bunch of more. But yeah, I'm the exact same. I'm like just doing characters right now. On PC, 5.28 gigabytes. That is not true. Well, that okay, maybe it's saying for like the update full size. Let's see. As of version 3.2, no, 72 gigabytes. Oh my god. If that's 3.2, then how big is Genshin 4.0 mobile? 8.1 to 10 gigabit. That's crazy. That seems like a problem they're totally going to struggle with in the future when they update this game. We also have Lynette's quest, which I did the first part of like a few days ago. I already have my commissions done. We have that non-talking quest that's a part of that one thing. Chen Vale. I don't know what this is. I think this is a smaller quest though. I think what I want to do is try and do Navia's. We could potentially switch a little bit between these two. Let's start with Navia's. And I already did part of this one, but I don't remember anything.
Boss, you're back! Traveler in Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without
Namia's
knowing
such
the
a pretty
design
character. I
that
wish
we
I had
want
gotten
to use
here.
first.
You're
She
commissioning a statue?
she's pretty nice, yeah.
Basically, we've
In
been
terms of
meaning
her
to commission
gameplay,
a statue of my parents in
she
commemoration
doesn't like
of
change
everything they've done for
their
the Spina
talking.
and the town of Poisson.
She doesn't change Geo, but like she makes Crystallize kind of a fun reaction because of how it like works with her skill, and then she just explodes everything. So I would probably get her on a rerun. I mean, I already have her, but if you want her,
Since
I
my
would say
father was
she's
known
pretty
as
good.
callously unfaithful for the longest time.
But there's a
It
lot,
would have
other
been
characters
too
coming up.
controversial to commission a
Arlecchino.
statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis and everything they did.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet.
I'm
Anyway,
still
Flora,
shocked that
now
Malus
it's up
and
to us to
Silver are
confirm the
dead.
final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callis, and I'll be Clementine.
That's,
I
Didn't
literally
you say
don't
on
know.
the boat that Callis and
I feel like I'm
Clementine
missing a
sounded
lot of
like great
content. Gosh, I
partners?
hate how long
Well,
dialogues
then
are.
there's
That's
no one better
real.
to fill this role than my most valuable partner. Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss.
That's why I'm like using autoplay, because I usually just skip them if it's a side quest. Whoa. Am I crazy or did it just get super silent right now? Oh. I don't know why, that silence disturbed me. I like paused the auto. I never use autoplay, but I feel like in quests like this where it's like there isn't anything crazy going on, I kind of just use it. But I can see why you skip it. I just want to like, I don't know. I don't want to like miss anything. Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone.
I feel like I struggle more in dialogue that's not voiced, though. Because when it's voiced, I can, like, autoplay and I can kind of, like, get the gist, even if it might be a little boring. But, like, when it's, like, not voiced at all, I kind of, like, skim a little bit. And I try not to do that, but it's kind of hard now. Because once you start, you kind of don't stop.
So, I want to pick your brain for a bit, and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss.
I heard
Feel free
Shiori's
to
is
start
good, though.
posing whenever.
And I didn't really start that one yet, so I'd probably be more interested in Shiori's. I don't remember why we're doing this. Okay, then let's try looking out into the distance. Let's try let's try for something imposing. Why don't we just strike as happy pose? I feel like Navi would be kind of... Let's try that.
Like that? Do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate. Look over there, my dear Clementine.
Yeah, see where you're coming from?
As you can
Yeah.
see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callis look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Okay.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Oh, did I do the wrong one? Okay, then let's try for something happy.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Oh my god.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we
Maybe?
even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Dang!
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
They're not allowing us to do anything. Okay. Let's see if this works.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Did I click every single wrong one?
Imposing,
Or are they all
huh?
wrong?
Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose. It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
What?
I was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
Okay. So they were all wrong. Okay, that makes sense then. They are picky. Dang, not that one either.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups.
Okay.
Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Adele? The
Remember
Adele?
her. She was the one that we met while
Hello.
investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Wait, what did Paimon say? I misheard. She was the one that we met while investigating Miss Cal's case, right? She's always believed that her father, Dracus, was a good person.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me. And she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too.
Okay.
I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Imagine we
But
literally,
I got
like,
so busy
in the
and
future,
distracted
when,
in
like,
the
we're
city
done, like,
that I forgot to
Shina's
pick the
arc.
uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
And we have, like, all, like, the... Oh, what are those characters called? They're, like, the Aloy character. Like, there's Aloy, and she's, like, a type of character. It's not a sponsor character, it's, like... Ooh, what are they called?
Don't worry, boss.
We just literally
I can
see,
send
like,
someone to
Adele,
pick it up right
like,
away.
in Fortnite.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
I don't think I would want to live in a place like this. It's too dingy. No shade, Navia.
Laurent, guess who's back?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Why does he already give evil vibes?
That's right.
I swear, there's always
I
one
finally
evil
finished serving my
NPC.
time. Gotta say, it turns
And they
out
always
I was
look a
lot
certain
tougher
way.
than I thought. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became
Maybe
a
he's good, I don't
primal
know.
call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal
True, that
down
bridge
there beneath
looks,
the sea.
though. This place
Good
is,
to have you
like,
back, Coulter.
there's
look
rust,
as
there's
well as
probably
ever.
disease, there's definitely rats.
And this guy is...
Ah, let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago. But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Okay, now I
Well,
remember.
know
I was
the
like, who's
Fontaine got
Marcel again? I
flooded,
was like,
but
oh,
the
right,
water
that
levels
guy.
miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case.
No, I
A
agree,
lot of
yeah.
things have happened in Poisson since
Like, it's
then.
really pretty here, but it's
First things
also,
first,
like...
let me introduce you to these two. They're my most
Like, there's probably
trusted
rats.
partners, and they've been with me
But
through thick and thin.
it's pretty.
Now
But,
you
like,
could call them
rats.
Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting
What is
anyone like
that?
that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Humble again,
I'm not
as
giving Paimon
always,
credit.
I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
Dang! You always gotta... There's always that one NPC that's gonna make the situation
A lot of things
awkward.
happened while you were gone. As you can see,
They're
even Poisson
dead.
isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
Ooh. Oh, I should
They
have stopped.
lost
I want
their
to see that
lives,
scene for a little bit.
keeping me safe during the flood.
What
I
did
love
you
that
say?
scene so much, by the way. When they were
This isn't
protecting
some
her.
kind of
Ooh, that was such a
morbid
good
welcome
scene.
home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
Why would we... Why would we lie?
I'm
Literally,
sorry,
why would they lie?
but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either.
I'd be so
Many
annoyed if I was in
others,
Navia's
including
position.
Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Because she's the one most
Melissa-
affected by their death, I
Melissa.
feel.
Dead?
But yeah, everyone
Just
expects her to be really strong.
Gone? Malus. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Oh, let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
Okay.
That's kind of messed up, though. Imagine coming back and you're like, oh yeah, everyone's dead, by the way. It's like, huh? What do I kind of want to do? No, I'll continue. Oops. I was like, I want to do a little bit of Lynette's quest, but I'll continue this one. Since I feel like we're on a roll. There's a thing here. Okay, we need to find that. No. There's people here. Can I interact with them? No. How do normal people get up here? Do you ever, like, will pay attention to, like, game maps? And you're like, how would a normal person walk from here to here? I do that with the Genshin map all the time. Like, I look at these little paths and I'm like, okay, so how would someone from, like, if they were, like, in the Court of Fontaine, how would they, like, travel all the way to, like, Leeway? I feel like Genshin's pretty good at, like, creating, like, a path system that, like, actually works. You can just see all of the little areas you can go. I don't know, I just love obsessing over that. Other games, though, it will literally be like, there's, like, an area in the sky, but then, like, it doesn't explain how anyone gets up there or something. But Genshin's pretty good at that. I like that.
All of this. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
Because I know they can't use a teleporter. Yeah. How did I not personally experience all those events? I would have also found them very
I
difficult to
think you
accept.
and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
Oh, really?
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure?
I didn't know synth was completely
But
gone
if
now.
Marcel wanted to
I
rebel
like that
against us,
context.
he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Realm who?
So
Not a name
synth
I've heard
is, I
before
think,
either.
presumably gone now.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
That couldn't have been the first time.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing
We
that
got
just
my turn.
happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but
Finally
he
got
wasn't
a
always
Casual's
like that.
essential materials.
He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like collecting essential materials takes so long now.
Huh. I never knew. But
Maybe I'm just like super
from
lazy.
my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it.
What I do
They
like
have
though
sat
is
down and talked it out.
joining other people's worlds and then just stealing their items. I usually ask though before I do anything, and they'll always usually say yes.
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion.
But yeah, it takes like a really long time.
They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side.
Okay.
Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Huh. I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good
Okay.
thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today.
Incredulous?
I'm finding it
That
bit
is a
hard to
word.
calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
One thing about Genshin dialogue is they're gonna bring out the dictionary, and it's so funny.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save both
Adele.
us guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course. That's fine by me.
Ooh, I don't trust you, Coulter. No.
Paimon feels
Mm-mm.
like a lot's hinging
I don't
on
like
this
that. Because he was trying to go somewhere alone with her, and now he's feeling the type of way that we're... No, because maybe I was right. Maybe I was right. We want to see the future star of the Spina. We want to see Adele. Yeah, Adele.
We really are the best of partners.
Maybe she'll sing us something.
Come on.
Wait, now I'm invested. Because I don't trust that man. Let's go. Right? We don't trust mustaches here. Mustache, no beard. We do not trust. Watch, I don't remember if he had a beard or not. Yeah, I need to look at him again. I just noticed the eyes. I ain't having no stamina.
Right.
So I bring Yulan everywhere, but I'm trying not to bring her as much
Are we back to the boat
because
this time?
she's permanently in my party.
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Okay. Oh, we have to go. I thought we were gonna go farther. I guess we can just walk over there then. But yeah, I try not to use Yulan as much because I've been literally using her for so long. And now Karina kind of replaced that role. Now she's always in my team. But like, Karina's very good. Now we're gonna get jumped. But yeah, he does have a mustache. No beard.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing
And it's
that
the
at least
eyebrows,
my work
too.
down in the fortress was quite the
And
workout.
aging lines.
Paimon thinks you're doing
We
great.
don't trust old people here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Back in the days before the aqua
Childhood's
lines
always
were
my team because
built,
he's
we
strong-
often had
my
to hike
strongest.
north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired,
My
we would lay
Tartaglia.
down for a
I don't know why I
while
said
on the
Tartaglia.
grass.
Well, I guess the
When we were
same.
hungry,
Ajax
we'd
or
catch a
Tartaglia
fish or
child.
two.
Same thing. I feel like mine always
The
sucks.
Spina was still on the rise back then.
Maybe I just need to
Mr.
hyper
Callus
invest
was
in him.
generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So of course we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse. Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Yes.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons?
Macarons? I thought they were macaroons. Is that how you actually pronounce them?
I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more.
I don't think I've ever tried one before.
Wait, let me
A
check if I
macaroon-
have all the
macaron?
ingredients.
Macaroni?
Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this. Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all. Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flowers
Bring
and
some
wheat,
once in a blue moon.
I
They're
can
so
start the
good.
baking.
Really?
Then I'll go look for
I
some
love the pink
boxes
ones. They have
nearby
different
for,
flavors based on the
makeshift
color.
table and chairs.
I mean, that makes
Then
sense,
I'll
but
prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
like, what do they taste like? Because I try to imagine what they taste like, because I feel like I've seen them in real life before. If I had to guess... Oh, we forgot that thing there. You know what? I'm gonna try and get that, actually. Oh my god! That dog scared me so bad.
Stabilize.
Why did it, like, appear out of nowhere? No, die. You're dying. Why did that scare me so bad for a second? It just, like, appeared out of nowhere. And there was, like, no combat music either. Is there something above in the sky? No. That means that it's underground. If I had to guess... they look like they might be dry. But, like, not, like, bad. They're probably sweet. They taste sweet, and the inside is sort of jelly, like, oh. Interesting. Jelly does seem like it would make sense. I don't know if I'm much of a jelly person, though. I'd probably still try it, though. Wait, I can't see it on the map anymore. Oh, now I can. But now I can see it now that it just appeared after I went up. So does that imply that it's up somewhere? Oh my god, I can't see anything. Oh. I haven't tasted the other colors much, but I eat the pink ones a lot. That's valid. Oh my god, we found it. Yes. Okay. Let's teleport to this. Swim, swim, swim. Let's avoid that thing. One thing I really want to try is the ice cream mochis. Wait, I want to Google that. What? It looks like ice cream that's in, like, dough almost. Probably the weirdest way of explaining what I'm seeing right now. Interesting. Interesting. It looks like something that I would like, but I wouldn't love. Because it looks like it would have a weird texture for me. Because, like, it looks like it might be, like, chewy. But it still looks good, though.
Ah, how did it go? Did you find the ingredients?
Here's a random piece of wheat I found since the beginning of the game, and here's a random sweet flower I found since the beginning of the game. You're about 3 years old
All
each.
done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Also, I can eat them and want to eat them ever since.
These macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
I don't trust you, Coulter. There are still some important things we must do. Let's start some drama.
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Hello, Zaudre? Zaudre 987. Avi's right. Welcome, welcome. We're currently doing ooh, these look pretty good. I want to eat these. I wonder what that thing at the top is. Yeah, we're doing like Navia's story quest right now. Did I just slur my words? We're doing Navia's story quest right now. I want to try and do a bunch of quests today. Hopefully we get around to Chiori's because I haven't started that yet. Because everyone says that one's good.
Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
Suspicious rustle in the bush?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick,
He
join
set us up!
May
Cheers.
your travels go smoothly.
I knew he
May
set
the
us up.
Spina continue to grow.
But I get like shot.
And may our
They have
friendship
guns in this
last
region.
Until the end of time. All set? Let's move
Ooh,
out then.
we're done the quest.
I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform.
What's in here?
So we should be able to pick it up right away.
Oh, there we... Oh. What? There we go.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
Ah, the demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep.
I love when they
forgot
say
to drop by
demoiselle.
earlier when I was running
Demoiselle.
errands around here.
Oh, demoiselle.
I didn't expect demoiselle to
fancy.
come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well. But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her. Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, Let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Evil NPC. Okay, at least we picked up on that.
Is something up, Traveler?
Have you ever noticed Chiori's shoes? They have such a weird shape. Yeah. I think there's other characters with similar shoes to her. I can't remember which, though. Someone's tailing us.
Tailing? Oh,
Yeah, we'll look after we get out of here.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
We can get playable
All right.
Navia. Coulter's by himself.
They headed up!
Oh, we can't see us yet.
Stop right
Or
there.
see Chiori yet. Who are these other two people? Angler. Get him. Pull out the umbrella gun.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Not take him out. Ooh, playable Navia, playable Navia, playable Navia. Oh my god, that crit rate. Wait, I can actually see in this menu, right? There's my girl Chiori. Yeah! She doesn't have them on the ends. That's honestly kind of an interesting style, though, I'll be real. Even though it's kind of like weird, it makes me uncomfortable, I can appreciate the artistic design. You said Sarah. I was thinking of Diana, too. Where's Sarah at? Sarah, there you are. Yeah. I feel like I've seen shoes like this, but they're like different. They're like on, there's like two of these like stilt things, right? What's the character I was thinking of? Diana? She'd be a cryo ice, so she'd buy the other cryo ice characters. Or not? Diana, where are you at? There she is. Yeah, she does it too. Well, I guess maybe her shoes are normal. She just stands on her tippy toes. I don't know. Anyways. Oh wait, I want to see. Oh, we're gonna get jumped. She has her weapon. Ooh, we get to play with her weapon! Her axe! I forgot she had an axe. She doesn't even have like a claymore, she has like an axe. Give her noblesse because I don't know why. C3. Oh my god, okay. Ooh. I love this axe. No. Get over here. Such a beautiful weapon, right?
Who are you? And why were you
Like,
killing us?
I feel like I'm done pulling on weapon banners, but it's so nice that it makes me debate again. Of like, do I want it?
Keep silent.
Recognize your situation and don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got people up. And let's just do the first one.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
You set this up.
If you thought they
Or are
stood
you
any
okay?
chance
Oh,
against us,
yeah, but you set
you
us
were
up
sorely
though.
mistaken.
Maybe. What if he's like actually like
Stop
chill?
playing tough
That'd be funny.
and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
Maison Gardiennage.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered and can't beat
Monocle.
you in a fight.
Sorry.
We admit it. We lost.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
You need to calm down.
You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh?
You followed us all the way here. Yeah.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing
True.
that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew.
Yeah, let's
I
just
am
be
the
all
current
like
president
chill.
of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I
Okay.
won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
Ooh.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
Navia
But
ate that
if
up.
you so much as think about pulling something like this again,
Yep.
I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
All right. We get it.
That's a mafia boss.
Come on, let's go.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either.
Imagine taking over a whole business and now you gotta deal with everybody who has beef with the previous business owner and they just project that all onto you. That's crazy.
If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door.
Like,
for
obviously, this is more of like
reconciliation.
a gang organization, but like
Opportunities
it's
for new
basically the same
beginnings
thing. It's like a
are
business.
all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire,
they're broke
they
too.
don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. It's getting late already, so why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today,
Okay.
so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
Ooh, gift box. Okay. Wait, is that below? Yeah. I feel like maybe we did. I was gonna say I feel like we haven't really gotten a lot of lore out of this place, but I guess we probably have. I'm just like, I feel like, is this like where poor people go? Is this the slums? I feel like it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Maybe I just like missed dialogue in the past,
Coming back here
or
really
like
does
books
feel like this
that
place
explain
is
this
starting to
area
grow
more
on
more in
Paimon.
depth.
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the
It's the
Spina,
trenches for sure,
Papa
yeah.
wanted Poisson
It
to
gives that
eventually
vibe.
grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia! If you
Oh, we were just talking shit.
really
Oh
won't
my
be able
god.
to sleep at all!
Navi's gonna know.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Where do we... There we go. I like this tavern, though. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Fallout 4 a little bit. Like, when they have, like, all this, like, type of... like, tile and stuff on the ground. Wait. Sit inside... Oh, we have to sit. No. There we go. Unknown God again? I feel like that's definitely somewhere in Snezhnaya. Or like after. It'd be cool to see how... You know what I think though? She kind of has one of those earlier models. And I feel like they end up changing those models. So I'm kind of curious if they're like thinking up of like a new design for that character. That makes me curious. Did something happen?
Oh no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest. Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
I feel like right now I'm very interested in the
Hopefully I
potential
didn't wake you or anything.
of ooh, Skirk, that's her name. I'm very interested in when we're gonna encounter Skirk again. Because that whole like going out of the universe and we kind of just being a little bit into the Sea of Stars a little bit, I feel like we're in like some weird in-between place. That was crazy. That was crazy. That like whole arc.
Don't worry, you don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound? Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
That's literally how all my friendships are. Like, someone's like, hey, do this thing with me. I'm like, okay. But then I won't want to do it, and then they just do it. But then I'm like their entertainment, so it's like, fine. Oh, that's funny. I'm like, yeah, I'll join. I won't do anything, but I'll join. I keep forgetting that you're not a Fontaine character. I love doing this. There are big fishing lines. Is it this close to the water as well? Is it ever that serious?
You call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
Right! I was just saying that.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
I like Paimon's method. Manual all the way. Automation is more efficient. Ooh, what do I want to... I don't know. You know, sitting here and waiting for a fish to appear would be kind of fun, though.
That's how I feel as well. To me, I'm happy as long as I catch some fish.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
it might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Oops.
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities.
That's valid.
Because
Yeah.
if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Dang.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
Ooh. Watch it be something really, really weird.
Why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too?
Guys catch together? Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Weird. Navi's quite upset about her bad luck. I don't know why she didn't get a single bite.
You didn't attach a hook to
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today. See you tomorrow. So how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Huh.
Paimon always saying weird things about space. I don't trust it. And just where did you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon
Adele.
hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
Ooh, fishing rod. Good thing we're getting character XP because I've really been needing some. Especially for Arlecchino coming out. How far are we in the first banner, by the way?
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too! What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Is that a tie?
Oh, it's
Oh.
Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia! I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can!
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you
Sorry about that.
remembered
No,
my
you're good.
daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
Ooh, chaos is happening.
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
Cool.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
That
They
could
want
mean.
to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. and the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Yikes.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Okay.
Let's go, you two.
Oh, more
We've got
cutscene.
to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
I knew it!
Watch out, boss!
Oh. Ooh, I knew it.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I knew it from the mustache. And the
I
eyes.
thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too?
Every time she says croissant, it reminds me of croissant.
I
Zane.
get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move.
This is crazy.
Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia.
What did she even do? Like, she's literally just here vibing out, trying her best.
Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
You're
So
projecting
shocking
too much
that you
onto
showed us
her.
before. That was an act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was
Oh my
dead
gosh,
the
are they
moment
only
I got
Navia,
out.
right?
Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss. He's just spouting nonsense.
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine?
No, he's calling her out because she's a Nepo
Never done
child.
anything worthy, that you're just a big nothing? Have you ever
He
considered
dragging her right
maybe people don't stay in
now.
Poisson because of you?
Why is he
but
doing
only because
that?
they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
No, he was literally calling her like a nepo baby, like
Is that really why you
everything.
support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth. I,
Period.
for one,
Period.
really like Miss Navia.
See, this is why we
Calling
stand
her
Adele.
monster
This is why we
too.
stand Adele.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be
That was
ashamed
not
of
really a good
disappointing you
argument.
right now.
She's like,
Somehow
I like
managed to
her,
pin the
so
blame for
she's
every
exempt
mistake
from
and
literally
tragedy
everything.
in our history on
Valid.
the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to.
Exactly,
There's no time
exactly.
for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love
We're gonna
the
play as
Spina
her?
di Rosula.
Exactly, exactly. Let's jump him.
Hey there!
Let's jump him.
Feeling lucky? Hey there! A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Get over here. There we go. Hands with him. We were throwing bullets. We weren't throwing hands. We were throwing bullets.
I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other
Bullets
members
and
and
axes.
help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it.
I think we're approaching the end of this quest soon.
Are you okay, Navia?
No, she's just having like 5 different mental breakdowns
know.
right now.
But I have to go.
You and Paimon dash to the entrance of Poisson.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Ooh, we gotta go.
Solidify.
Oh, I hate doing that.
Illusion shattered. Lend me a strike a pose.
Where are they at? You over there. Can't normal attack. There we go.
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Delicate as silk.
Oh, we did it. Okay.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control
Is that
mechanism.
Yumna and Osea? I don't think I pronounced that first one
I was
right.
too scared to touch any of this stuff.
I thought we were about to literally be like, touch. Explodes everything. What's this?
There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
Looks like a
Well,
keyhole.
that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Take his pockets. Take the money in his pockets.
Turn this guy over. Ugh, he's super heavy. He could probably eat a whole Paimon just for breakfast.
More money. A radish. There we go.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
Where are we? Okay, there we go. Patron just starts the bomb. We're good?
That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too. Let's go.
Cutscene? Ooh, I love cutscenes. Ooh.
They're gonna bury Poisson!
Oh my god, okay, tree climb.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
She's just gonna hit them? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, this is really cool.
Fire!
I like that cutscene. I liked it a lot. Wow. Haven't learned members. Oh, and it's gone.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Exactly.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time. It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
I never knew that was a
You
thing.
usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
That's interesting. So people can get sick if they use too much elemental energy. Okay, that's adding to the lore.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Ah, got it. That's good at least.
Throw him in prison again.
I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, You are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula.
Good. Get him out of here.
Once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
Go to jail. Okay, now he's gone.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Oh,
protecting the
they're
Clementine line.
water elemental
I
things.
was actually
Having
really
fun
scared,
over there.
you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
Side-eye.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
Okay, fan service.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier.
A little
Feel free
weird,
to
that's
just
true.
ignore me.
But that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself
I
before.
used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and
Navi is
Silver.
so depressed. She needs some
It's all
therapy.
thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Whoa, why'd the sun move like that? Did anyone else see that?
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something that
Yeah,
I've
you're
been
good.
keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Go to Navi to see the surprise. It's underground. Oh, I have items forged? Yeah, let's take a little detour. Because I think we're basically at the end. Like, I think the second we walk into that quest, we'll be, like, done. Do I have expeditions? No. Let's get all of these. I didn't know there was a claim off for that. I knew there was claim off rewards, but not that. Okay. What the? There we go.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
Is there a new
This was
logo?
supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before, so I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Ooh.
This is... Papa, Mother, and me.
That's so wholesome.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Wow. That is so nice. We still didn't, cause there was like a trailer with Navia and her two other henchmen that kind of replaced Malus and Silver. I thought we would encounter them in this quest, but that's still fine though.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on.
Yo. I wonder if this is gonna be permanently here.
Seems like I start looking back on it. I'm honest, I've thought about it before. Though my mother even though my parents had very different, the Aquabus project, well, I think that's probably why she didn't.
Sorry, I was reading really quick. Yo, we're done that one. Yo, it took us way too long to do that Navia quest. We're finally done. Now the next one. Now, do we do a little bit of Lynette? Or... I kind of want to do Chioriya Boutique. Because... Chiori seems very blunt and... not rude, but just she knows what she wants. And I'm very curious to see her personality portrayed in that way. Let's see. How long did I stream as well? An hour and 50 minutes? Dang! Sometimes I forget how long I stream. That's crazy. Okay, I still want to do this though. Because at least if we get 2 story quests done, like big story quests, I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. Because that's like 2 big story quests.
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chioria boutique dress for my wedding. I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Wait, isn't that Chiori? She's actually at her shop today?
That's because of Fontaine Fashion Week.
Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her customer, we can go and ask her.
I feel like this is going to be a fun
I'm a woman
quest.
of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking?
That's
It
so
is
weird to
mine
say
after
to
all.
someone.
Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or
Yes, we want
perhaps some
traveler
ready-to-wear
outfits.
outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
Fontaine Fashion Week.
That... Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun. But it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
Chiori, yo, I'm excited.
Of course. All designers at the court of
I'm excited for her to be
Fontaine
rude to
advertise their
someone.
brand.
Like a really
If
annoying
you're lucky,
customer.
you
Ooh, I'm
could even land
excited.
a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chioria designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their familiarity gives me a sense of security.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Ugh, something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
Kirara.
Excuse me. Coming through. Coming through. Chiori, Your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really, really sorry.
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
Oh, so Kirara's the courier you were talking about.
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's been a while. Maybe next time. Considering how late this delivery is, I'm not sure this is the time to play cards. Plus, I know this shipment is really important to Chiori, so I should probably make sure everything's in order. Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a delivery job now, isn't it? Oh, you somehow always happen to catch me off my game, huh?
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then?
Okay.
Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road aren't usually enough to give you any trouble.
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly. I just got a little lost.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Dude, I'm so sad I
Alright.
never able to get
I was
Kara.
stopped by a couple bandits as soon
Dang.
as I entered Fontaine. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komunia Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
Oh, I don't remember what she said before. Yeah, Kiara. I mean, I guess I don't really use her that often, but I love her design though.
So it was a targeted hit?
Maybe. No, I was gonna say maybe there'll be like a pick your own 4-star where you can maybe get her, but I doubt it. Maybe they'll be like they'll give her for free. Maybe, possibly.
I
Probably
got
not,
the sense that
but
they were
hopefully.
actually targeting Chiori's goods.
So you can get her.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me into my delivery box and toss me into the sea to drown.
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Huh? Well...
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chioria Boutique's delivery.
Okay.
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go? I mean, I didn't really get injured, and you've still got Fashion Week to worry about.
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Uter. Now that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
Who's
So you
Uter?
both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh, competition.
So he's
That
like
makes sense.
a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square.
That's
Uter,
true.
However, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good
Dang,
name.
now she got a hater like
I've already
that.
warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty.
Ooh.
I'm more than happy to oblige.
Okay, so she's gonna play dirty too. See, I knew Chiori was gonna eat.
Going?
in this quest.
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
I like how she was like, how about we fight fair and square? Put your designs next to mine. But obviously she knows he won't do that because hers are obviously going to be better.
Chiori!
So he has to play dirty.
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will feel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week. Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Komonia Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
When they talk about tonight, okay. Quest name. This is Chiori running to slash that man right now.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Hello?
Chevraz, we
Oh,
meet
that was a
again.
long pause. Are you out on patrol? Has everything been going well?
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of recruits thanks to that film we made. I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs while out on patrol. Not ideal, if you ask me.
Well, you were one of the leading roles after all.
So, did something happen?
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the special patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
I'm so behind on these quests. Yeah, I feel like right after the main Archon quest for Fontaine is when I kind of dropped off on quest. So I'm trying to do at least some of them right now.
If I can help it.
And it's kind of crazy because there's probably a lot of quests, and if I look at my stream right now, we're literally at 2 hours and 3 minutes. That's a crazy time dump. I'm still enjoying it though, but I'm like, dang. It would definitely take, you know, take a lot of people a lot of time to finish these quests.
Alright, where is this person?
Follow me.
Chiori's so... I love her.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
To finish one Archon quest probably takes around 3 hours or 2. Yeah. And that's only for one. So, like, after the Archon quest, it can be a little tiring. But it's still, like, really fun while you're doing it. But, like, it's definitely a big time sink. Just, like, quests alone and no other content. Like, not even, like, other areas to explore or like investing in characters or dailies or whatever, like just a quest alone there's so much content there that it does take you a while. But it is nice to get them all done, especially like before like a big patch, like a new like, you know, like 5.0, which is why I really want to get through these, because we're surprisingly getting close to 5.0. Like Natlan is like coming, and you know, I want to get these done before.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of situation.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. Getting people to talk, for example. The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Maripede. But put them
It's
in a
crazy to
clothing
think how
boutique,
close we are to
and they
5.0,
suddenly
right?
start
It
gushing
literally
faster
just
than the waters of the Fountain of Lucine.
it literally just feels like we just started Fontaine and we're already moving to Natlan, which is it's more crazy because literally the second we get to Natlan, it's like we're so close to Snezhnaya then, and like that's, you know, like that's like the big buildup. Is like Snezhnaya is like the big buildup, right? It's like where everything I feel like is gonna reach a conclusion, and then we're gonna see like what exactly are they gonna do after Snezhnaya. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be
Oh,
crazy.
is that because they're trying to show off?
Because is there gonna be a Khaenri'ah arc? Is there gonna be like a whole new Teyvat chapter they're gonna release?
Yep.
Like,
People are vain creatures.
you know,
They can't help but
are they
want to
gonna
talk up new
do the
developments in their
conclusion in
lives or show
Snezhnaya?
off
I feel
how
like they're
much they
not.
know about other people. And
So they're
nothing brings
talking.
out that sort of vanity quite like fashion.
It's like, are they gonna do the conclusion of the whole like Genshin story in Snezhnaya? I don't think they're gonna. I think there's gonna be another patch. Like, I think there's gonna be like a 7.0. Like, I think they're gonna continue the story after like they do the main like Teyvat arc, but
As a result, Shiori
like
often
this story,
picks
I'm
up
very
on all
curious.
kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Huh, Paimon gets it now.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful. And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself. So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Oh, so this is what happened.
Huh? Uter, you say?
I think about the end of the lore and I wonder what we will do after the story ends. Like, will we ever find out who the unknown god is? So confusing. I feel like our conclusion will be like, we'll figure out like stuff about Celestia, and then we're gonna move on to like either exploring the Sea of Monsters, I think that's what it's called, which is like outside of Teyvat, which is not ruled by Celestia. Or we're gonna go into Celestia and explore that. Or I feel like we're gonna explore the Sea of Stars. I'm not sure.
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior.
There's also, I think they said there's gonna be a Khaenri'ah chapter. But it was like chapter question mark question mark question mark. So I don't know about Khaenri'ah, but I don't know.
Back at it,
But we're getting close to the end, which
His
is
funeral,
crazy.
I guess.
Especially if you ever played the game in the beginning.
All of a sudden.
And you would always think like, oh my god, what happens when you get to Snezhnaya? We're like literally approaching Snezhnaya, which is like crazy. We're finally getting a conclusion soon. Like, we're still in Fontaine, and we're still waiting for Natlan, but we're getting very close. Which is exciting.
I just know that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
Ooh. Not they're already fighting. Oh, wow. Yo, I love her.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks.
He's laid out. No, like, why did she throw him like that?
Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
He doesn't seem like...
Chiori?
Why do I feel like he didn't do it?
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence.
Let's see how his
You
character
don't
reacts
mind, do you?
to see if he's
There's
sus or
nothing in there
not.
that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask
He doesn't
you
have
to
the evil
refrain from
eyes.
engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Apologies,
Oh, but he has the
officer.
eyebrows, though.
I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
Ooh. Oh.
Is
Yo,
there
I
anything
love
else either
her.
of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
Oh, no, maybe he did set it up. Yep, definitely him.
Whoa, that scared the heck
I feel like there's
out of
more
me.
to the story, but I don't trust him right now.
Flying out like that.
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Well,
Believe it
yes.
or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety. Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
Back to the fashion boutique.
Yep.
I wonder if we can go inside.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rosula can take the second half. With that sort of escort,
The next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal. You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter.
What?
Don't you think this is a bit much?
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing, for my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Since she's already talked to the patrol, just think of it as you stretch my back, I'll stretch yours type of situation.
Yes, well put.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say if suppliers are super important.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house.
Okay.
That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chiori brand, yes?
Well... I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chiori brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
Okay.
All of it?
Respectable.
Your business would have to get pretty huge then.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chiori branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
The runway?
Noted. We've already
Oh.
booked the models for that. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs. I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already, she's not a little kid!
Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the
Speaking of clothes, do yours happen to need any mending right now, Kirara?
Well, since you asked, Chiori, there's this part around my waist.
Oh, need a bit of letting out around the middle.
No! It's a tear. Those bad guys did it.
Okay. Notices. I think it's at 6, so let's do that. They evaporated. They're no longer there. We get to go inside. Yes.
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center,
Wait, I
you'd
wanna
think
see
she
this.
was some sort of VIP.
Oh, wow.
For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself.
That's so funny to me. Yo, that's
They took care
great.
to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey.
When do you stream? Like, what day and time? So, I used to stream on Wednesdays, but I'm gonna try and do Tuesdays because... Like, I usually stream randomly throughout the week, but, like, my designated day used to be Wednesday, but I think I'm gonna change it to Tuesday, so that's why I'm streaming today instead of yesterday or tomorrow. So hopefully next week everything in my schedule aligns well and I can stream on Tuesday again. The time is really random, I'm gonna be real, because my sleep schedule is, like, always chaotic. I try and stream around, like, let's see, what time is it now? So it's 5 now. Like 3 hours before this time right now is when I try to stream. But I started the stream at 3 because I got distracted. And then, yeah, but this Thursday I have a Honkai Star Rail stream that I'm gonna do, which I'm also gonna try and do quests in because I want to get those quests done.
I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You can just show up whenever or whenever you
That same
feel.
spirit
Or
is
if you
the
miss
true
a stream,
vision of
that's
my
totally
brand.
fine.
When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit for my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a market the size of Teyvat. Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Whoa.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics.
Are we
and
actually
sample
gonna see
outfits.
character, like,
Why don't
Traveler
you
in different
help me
outfits?
set up the shop displays in the meantime?
I would assume if they did different outfits,
How exactly?
it would probably be in, like, art, not actual 3D models.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Yeah, but you can, like, join, like, whenever.
Well then, I'll leave the
Uh,
displays to you.
I'm chill if anyone, like, comes or just joins, even for, like, 3 minutes or, like, a minute or even just one. I'm pretty sure of, like, all people joining
Just need to put all the clothes with
and
similar
vibing out.
styles together, right?
But yeah, you don't. There's no, like, requirement. Like, no one's, like, forced to join. But I am appreciative of anyone who, like, joins or, like, watches, like, even like the past broadcasts and stuff. So don't feel any pressure. Place a men's formal attire, place a women's formal attire, place an Inazuma kimono. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, we can go in here. It's like a little changing room. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I just know she has like a skylight and everything. With a crazy big chandelier. I enjoy watching Genshin live streamers because I can either get help or just chill out. Yeah, that's valid. I love, there's this one Genshin live streamer I watch right now, where they're like new to Genshin and they're like doing the Sumeru arc. And I'm currently watching them in the Samsara, and it's really fun to just see them like react to it. So yeah, I love watching Genshin streamers. Let's talk to Chiori.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design. Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand. Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
No, we don't get our outfits.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed?
Oh no, her reputation. Her being like aggressive is scaring her customers. I need to see Traveler in her own little Archon outfit. It would be so cool. Honestly, that's probably going to be at the end of the arc, I would assume. Like, if I had to guess when we get an outfit, since we haven't gone one in so long, probably like after Snezhnaya. I really hope we get an outfit.
It's alright. I'm not
That'd be
trying
really
to make
cool.
things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you.
Or
I'm really sorry.
Or like, what if we get a special outfit when we get access to all the elements? Oh, that would be cool.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Is Miss Chiori in?
Oh no.
How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so that's why I'm here.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short, or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Right.
Chiori here. I'd like to return my...
Not another one. Ooh, that guy did something.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes?
Wow.
Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
She's so blunt. I love it.
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Whoa.
Calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chioria Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals.
What?
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't
What?
they?
Not underground factories.
Transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
Wow, she's so disrespectful towards their culture. Because they have that whole, like, prophecy.
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up a sign that says
I'm sorry, I'm
request
still
for the day.
thinking about that.
Got it.
She's like, go deal with that flood, since you're gonna be so annoying. Go deal with your flood. Like, wow. That flood that you're all freaking out about. Like, whoa.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them.
Yo,
I'm
she's
sure they'll
so
go
funny
on
for
their own
that.
in a few days. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Miss Yuri, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
Oh my
No
god.
accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
She's so mean, I love it. True. Same.
Those nasty rumors?
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that?
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread, all the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Aloth, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
It's kind of interesting seeing how much her... Because she's, like, kind of blunt, right? So seeing how much, like, it seems to actually be affecting her... Like, how much a reputation can affect her career. I like that they're gonna play on that here. Obviously, though, it's, like, wrong rumors, but still. I don't think I'm going the right way. Let's teleport here.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
I'm curious to see how she's gonna handle this problem, because she obviously, I don't think, I wonder if she's gonna try and play nice, or if she's just gonna, like, literally stay true to herself and be like, okay then. And just be like super rude. Oh, you guys aren't even... Wait, I meant to be over here. Or she's just gonna continue to be like mean. She's gonna like, I'm actually not gonna be fake nice. I'm curious. Okay, let's see.
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward
my phone
as
is about to
always,
die.
I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
I wouldn't react well if I was her. Yeah. Being in this position, even in like real life, you probably do have to like keep, you know, a chill exterior and reputation. But I'm curious to see how she's gonna go about like, because I don't think she's gonna change her personality to accommodate for people. I think she's gonna stay true to herself and just like blunt force get what she wants just by being blunt, you know? I'm curious.
Right. I only subscribe to the Steambird.
But we'll see.
And most days, I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house? That means someone must have been planning this for a very long time.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Shiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
That's crazy.
A photo?
A photo.
Oh my god. No, because I knew that was going to happen. I was thinking of it, and I'm like, what if someone just recorded her, but they don't have, like, video?
Wait, that means...
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
We're going to actually see the photo? Oh, wow. Can we see the photo in here? Nah. I'm going to skim through this. Am I refusing to make policies? When we asked criminals why they appreciated this brand, the answer that we received was a Chiyoria employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty. Hello? The fact that everyone's believing this garbage too is crazy. Indeed, a place. What?
Behind the scenes, the
I'd be mad like Chiori. I'd be calling everyone stupid.
But a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you...
Now, the photo is pretty condemning, to be honest. Even though we technically haven't seen it, but I can easily imagine her just, like, throwing that man and them getting a photo of it.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
Either way, if the clothes look
That's
good, I
right.
would still buy from her
The court
shop.
of public opinion has already
That's
made up
valid.
its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The
Oh.
absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes.
What?
But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this, but my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be spoiled by all that negative
sucks.
publicity.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
That's also a
Fair
point
enough.
to be made.
Then I suppose all there's left to say is best of luck. As for the models, none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
Understood. Take care.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not.
True.
It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room.
That is facts. Ooh, that is facts. Especially nowadays.
Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Yo, I resonated with what she just said there.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory.
Alright, so you're part of Steambird.
Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of
People always
journalistic
feel instant.
integrity.
True.
Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer.
When she
all
said,
this
like, the
baseless
loudest
slander.
voice, yeah.
I was just
Yeah,
about to
she
find
ate with
some
that.
people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims.
Wait.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
Deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so we can write an article to fuel all those claims. Good.
Great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side.
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Olaf told me you were all together.
She was just here. Maybe she went over there? Let's go check.
She's gonna fight that man
If
again.
you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
Girl, are the people in Fontaine like French or something? I think it's based on... Oh my god, what was it based on? Something that, like, French culture and aspects, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what in Pacific, though. Like, yeah, kinda. That's why you see a lot of, like, French influences.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
True.
This is all Uter's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could. Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can, finish what she started?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
Who's this? Spidery.
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then.
Oh, we're teleporting.
We're back! Oh, who's this?
Oh, is that the girl from the...
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more
Yes, loyalty.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chioria Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes, and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
Huh? So wait, that means...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction. It was all of the highest quality.
Oh. Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going on the record?
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
I think it'd go a long way. Your real experience is more powerful than all those lies combined.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Oh, she's gonna find that man.
We were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go!
I wonder where this cliff is. Oh. Ooh, bugs. Let me collect these just in case I need them in the future. I'll just collect those ones. Ooh, this is actually a nice place to sit. Imagine sitting here in real life.
There you are, Chiori!
Uh-huh. How did you know where I... Alof told you, didn't she?
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through
You
this
travel
together.
mad far, true.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
I just assume, like, in Genshin universe, characters just walk really, really fast.
Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
I like that they're incorporating more art into the these character story quests, because we saw it with the Navia, right? Like we saw it in Navia's quest, we had art, and now in this one we're having more art too. I like that.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind
Adds
of
more to
stressful
the
environment every
story
once in a
and
while.
cutscene, I feel.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
They're creative in my opinion. Yeah, I like it.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
Well, I know someone who absolutely adores your design and dreamed of wearing one at her wedding.
Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either. I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Sounds good. We'll come with. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So there's no need to be too upset.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
Exactly.
But your accessories! Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but to tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma, and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
What did you just say, Chiori?
The sea. Seashells, coral. I've got it.
Got what?
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori! Wait, hold up!
Yo, let's go. Ooh, there's a money thing right there.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Unrelated, but kind of related. I was watching a person live stream the Dendro Sumeru arc, and they said Traveler didn't get blessed by Dendro. Both the Traveler and Paimon got blessed by Dendro. So I feel like the statues of the seven affect Paimon in some way as well, which I feel like is weird. That's not really relevant in this quest, but I also find it weird that like Paimon struggled underwater before and now she's like totally fine. because we have like hydro powers now.
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget, we've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back.
It's almost like she has the powers of a descender too, which is weird. Paimon wouldn't be a descender though, right?
Okay, we've got
She
the
does have the
materials
Sea of
for the
Stars
accessories.
type of vibe though,
Next,
with her
we'll need
cape
to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
and that space, slight space, but Celestia theme she has. That's weird. That's weird.
I should be able to make it if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja vu?
Sounds pretty similar to one we've had with Ganyu before. I guess going after what you want means making certain sacrifices.
Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first fashion week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Yeah, there is a lot of theories.
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
You got it!
I feel like Paimon also has connections to outside of that though.
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories. If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits!
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Okay, then... Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day, I'd probably toss them into the sewer.
Ooh, we get to rip them up.
Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions.
Oh, this is fun.
Water jet!
Wait,
Good job. That should do it.
is that their early attempt?
Shiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop?
I was gonna say, is that their early attempt at training dummies? Where we can do damage calculations? Because they kind of acted a little similar to how I would imagine how they would be.
Who did this?
They just didn't have damage numbers on them.
Monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, 'cause you see,
huh?
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
I like that everyone's coming to her
Shiori are
defense.
really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Shiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom tailored here.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an
Me one only have two
intelligence
5-stars,
agency than
Shogun
a
and
fashion
Tainari.
boutique.
Oh,
If I
welcome
had
to the
it
stream,
my
by the
way,
way.
it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not
Hopefully you
too
get
much
more
trouble,
5-stars in
can
the
I borrow some
future.
skilled hands to help us
You
with
get
simple
blessed,
sewing
maybe you'll
work?
do a 10 pull and get like
I'll need all the help I can
5.
get if I'm going to finish
Very
these outfits
unlikely,
over the
but
next few
maybe
days.
possible.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this?
Impossible
Give
to
me
save when
names.
you make
I'll
a
make sure
gambling
every last
system.
one lands a
True.
full feature on the front page of
Very
the
true.
Steam tomorrow.
Not this again.
Lynette is busy completing a quest decision. What? The taunting of being afraid of missing out. The pieces that makes me look mad sometimes. Oh, did you guys see the new, this? There was a lot of drama surrounding, this. Because of how it's not really it's pity, it's more like it's, you know, like the weapon banner where it has, like, this thing? Where you have to, like, fail? Private servers are cracked. 2050 pity gives 5 stars. I never tried the private servers. I don't really know how that would even how to have access to that, to be honest. I think they just literally were like. We can abandon that. Then I can start it up again. When we don't need Lynette. I want Clee, but I haven't logged on since last week. I would say, it would be possible to try on this banner, but if you lose 50-50, then it kind of, like, messes up. Because then it doesn't really carry over. But if you throw in, like, a 10 pull, it probably wouldn't be that bad. I also did Fontaine with only Shogun. I mean, she is pretty great. There we go. We just gotta go over here.
Lenny, Lynette! Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
Level 70?
We
Did
read
you
the
do, like,
article in
the whale
papers.
fight?
We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
In fact, I spent 50% to get Shogun, and yes,
Is that
I
all
did.
we'll need to do?
Should be a
Hey,
piece
if
of
one
cake for the
character
two
gets
of
you
us.
through it, then that's pretty good, I feel. I'm at $50.
Well then,
Dang,
it's
$50.
about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing,
I
right?
mean, if you're comfortable
Chiori
spending,
said
then...
we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all
Because
the
I spend too.
But the show's in another 2 days.
I spent maybe a
isn't it?
little bit too much
Will
on
she be
Farina,
able to
though.
make the deadline?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Utera fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion. She said that it'd be like,
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
yeah, something like that.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
We need a Paimon in Japanese?
On you.
Annoying as hell.
Okay, then let's also.
I think I just want to deal with this Paimon. I don't want to deal with any more Paimons or their
Gather
variations.
the evidence then. Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Imagine like the final boss fight is literally just like 20,000 Paimons and you just have to sift through all their dialogue. It's not even a fight. That'd be awful. Wait, 2 days later. I wonder if I can start up that quest again. I just want to keep it up so it's in my quest log so I don't forget that I have to do it. Who sent me a friend request? Accept. Oh yeah, time. Okay. Nita is cute when it comes to the voice lines. I haven't heard her Japanese voice lines, unless you're just talking about like general English. Yeah, I like Nita as a voice actor. I feel like they play the role pretty well. I feel like we're approaching the end of Chiori's quest, I want to say. We haven't done fighting with her, but some quests we don't really like fight with characters. Oops. Was that underground? Yeah, most of the voice lines, yeah. Oop.
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along? You look kinda tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Alof. We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's cutting it real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uter has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it, but wouldn't we technically be trespassing on his property if we just barge in like this?
His factory is usually
he won't know.
open to the public. It may
Oh,
not be
really?
open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can't stop by for a tour. We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
Well, when you put it that way...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and
Ooh.
get moving.
Maybe I'll actually
why
get a
would you
user.
open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know. Maybe the rent here is cheap.
Found out Nikita exists. That's why I don't like Nikita that much. I'm reminded of the fact that people do bad things. In fact, no one does anything. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Alright.
I hate when people treat Nikita like
It's really creepy.
creepy.
Paimon would never choose to buy
Like
anything
Paimon
from
literally
a
just
place
said.
like that.
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
Hey, you're 20 subs away from behind me? Yo, I'm excited to reach 100 subs. I hope I get there one day. I want to at least, like, before I, like, celebrate 100, I want to, like, at least get to, like, maybe, like, 110, because sometimes people will unsubscribe, and I'm like, oh. I'll get to, like, oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, okay, we're alive. I thought I was gonna lag. Or not lag, I thought I was gonna, like, teleport somewhere, because sometimes when you get stuck somewhere, it'll, like, teleport you somewhere random. turtle. You're at 100? Am I at 100? Let's see. Oh my god, I'm at 101! Yo, I was at 98 when I started the stream. Thanks, everybody! Now, if someone unsubscribes, oops, but... Yo, we actually made it to 100! That's exciting! No, I'm actually really appreciative that people subscribe. Like, really, really appreciative. Because I had a YouTube channel years ago that, like, flopped. But now that I'm actually, like, putting effort into this one, I feel like it's actually, like, doing, you know, well, in my opinion. Oh, we get to use Chiori. Elements Geo. Yeah, let's do this one. My channel is dead, lol. What is around here? Yeah, I see this with channels sometimes. It'll be like people with like a bunch of subscribers and then like no videos. Do I just jump off that like that? Whoa. Yeah, I just like post like usually just like whenever. I usually, to be fair, my channel's dead in an essence of like I kind of stopped posting like YouTube shorts or videos. I'm trying to get back into posting it, but I have to get back into editing. I usually just do live streams, to be honest. So I guess it's not really like dead, but you know, I like to vibe out in the live streams.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Yo, I'm so excited. We're at 100. I don't want to fully celebrate because sometimes when I like post like a bunch of live streams in a row, people will unsubscribe. But yo, I'm so appreciative.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, whoa. That just scared me.
Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the
Oh,
factory.
we can see your
Please
sword.
follow me, dear guests.
What does C2 do? Thanks. Noblesse. Oh, she has like no defense. A lot of crit damage though. Wait, we should look for hidden chests. Can I jump over here? Ooh, I can. Let's just look a little bit around. Someone made a Nikita cheese slap meme. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. Like, what type of meme that is. But if it was bad, it's good you reported them. I can sit down here?
Yeah.
If I can move in the right spot. There we go. They did it with Klee and Diona too. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I hate people when they're, like, weird about stuff like that. It's icky. Let's follow this robot.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
Yeah, that's weird.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Uter seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
Right, like he could focus on
This is the
himself.
studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure.
Yep, this seems like Uter's workspace, all right. Let's see what we can find.
Investigate the surrounding area. Yeah, somebody put the courier. Some examples of Uter's old designs, there's something strange about them.
These are the fitting rooms.
Weird.
Please use them at your
Oh, my
leisure.
phone is getting close to dying.
There's room.
Here, let me plug my phone in just in case. Because I think we're approaching the end of this quest, and I'll probably end stream after that. Because I feel like we made a lot of good quest progress today. Even though it was like 2 like big story quests, I feel like that's good progress. Yeah. I killed Shogo in the Klee, no healer. 1 HP? Dang! I think I did a Aloy challenge before. Also, sorry if I don't see chat, because I kind of moved it to my right, so now it's a little bit harder to see. So I have to like actively look to the right instead of just like looking at the game and my chat, because it's on my phone. But I did Aloy challenge where me and this person literally just like fought like the Electro Hypostasis for like level 1 Aloys, and it was really chaotic because we just kept dying, but we eventually beat it. We eventually destroyed it.
Did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Oh no.
Why is it moving?
Are we in a secret elevator?
It seems to have stopped.
What?
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Random carrot. I'm just trying to look and see if there's any secret chests. I can't climb those. Dirty sewage water. How fun. Oh, we have to dive in it. Awesome.
Look out! There are guards here!
Oh. Ooh, chest.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
There is no escape.
There we go. I low-key want to go up here for a second. There's like a path up here. I just want to see if it leads to something. Ooh. Okay, okay. Oh no! Oh, no, you can't climb. Hang on, let's try this again. Now that I think about it, I literally have Shiori. I can like, use her skill. There we go. Yeah, I actually don't see anything. Can we go up there? Wait, I just want to see. Stop using shield, we need to grow up. I just honestly throw Zhongli in this team, so I can have Chiori use her like double, like so she has a second doll out. Ooh, we can go up here. Well, anyways. Oh, there's a thing here. Can we go in here? Oh, we can! Oh, and it fell. Okay, let's keep going. What about over there? Oh, there's so much through the background here. Ooh, and we actually move? Oh, why do I want to make my character get crushed? I'm sorry, I want to try. I'm not gonna do it. You're saved from a crushing, Chiori. My impulsive thoughts were gonna win there, 100%.
This place is filthy! Are the clothes from Uther's shop seriously made here?
Look over there.
Ugh! That water looks super nasty! Oh, Paimon can smell the stench from all the way over here.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uter?
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch.
Ooh.
He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
Wow.
Terrifying! Let's take some photos right away as evidence. This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. Alright, let's keep going.
I killed Chogo with Nihida, killed Scare with Nihida, I killed Sugiura with Nihida. Yeah, Nihida is like really good. Especially on my Nilo team. Like she goes crazy. Chiori's elemental skill can cause her to dash forward. Aim it. Okay. Active team release elemental skill dash. Okay.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
I find it interesting that they're, you know, actually getting us to try and use her skill. Oh, I want to get crushed. Impulsive thoughts. No. Homon is too cringe.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
Travis in the factory.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
Oh.
You're practically at each other's throats. Now you're telling us you used to work together?
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers.
It's like
who
Plankton
longed
and
to
Mr.
grow in
Krabs.
the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together.
It's a really obscure reference. Well, not really obscure, but just like random.
In the beginning, we
Anyways.
both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But
Okay.
every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally,
Sage Dream better
right
be a
before Fashion
4-star.
Week,
I'm not gonna pull
he
a
came to the
5-star because the
conclusion that we
promos are
wouldn't be
bad.
able to make the designs we always dreamed of. And we parted ways. For my part,
I don't know
handled
what
it
she
all
would be.
and devoted everything I had to that one week. I came
Wait,
out the other
let's
side with
finish.
something that
Let's
really
wait for her
made
to
me
stop
proud.
talking.
I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of.
I feel like
the end,
Sageween, she radiates 5-star for me. Maybe she's not, because I feel like they always make like the child models like 4-star except for Nihida. I don't know, she seems 5-star though. But she's also a healer 4-star. Well, she kind of gives healer 4-star a little bit. But she also seems 5. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. Because we still have Sageween left, and we have Chlorand, I think her name is. Clee? Yeah, but like I'm talking more like new kids.
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine.
I'd pull up
while
the character
Uter gave up on
archive,
his
but I'm in a
name and
cutscene right now.
turned to making this sketchy stuff.
Like I'm talking more like after like, because I think Nahida's the only like 5-star kid model that we've gotten for like the longest time.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is, after I opened Chiore Boutique, he's harassed me every year since.
So it is possible she might be 4-star.
He's just jealous of what you've accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Let's see if any of those buttons do anything.
Yo, I want Arlecchino so bad. And I have to wait a whole patch before she's released. I feel like they're gonna make Arlecchino a DPS. I'm not sure though. Imagine we actually get like Arlecchino's gonna be like our Xiangling, but like 5-star. Imagine. And she's like actually a crazy good sub DPS, like pyro sub DPS. Let's do this one.
Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Maybe try the next... that didn't do anything either.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
Oh.
Let's go, Tomato.
Tomato.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
There is no escape. Delicate as silk. Look over there. Seems like there's...
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Wait, I gotta try something. Okay. I just had to see it.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Ooh, chest. Yes.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
We finally made it out. Huh?
Uh.
Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized
Okay, I think we're good.
initiating shutdown procedure.
But do I need to do the teleport thing while I'm there? Oh, let me avoid that. I just want to see if there's a chest around here.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
Okay.
Initiating shutdown procedure.
I like this factory design they got. Yeah, let's like do that. Okay.
Warning.
Well, am I meant to go over there?
Initiating shutdown procedure.
Yeah, let's go back. Maybe I can jump. Oh, I didn't even get a jump. Ooh.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating
That didn't really help me. Dang. How do I like do it while I'm there? There we go. That took me way too long to do. I don't know why it took me so long. Avoid that and avoid that.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized
Whoa.
intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Ooh, another one. My friend is Shiji, my aunt is Ayaka. What? Yeah, swim out of here. This place is... place is chaotic. Where are we now?
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here.
We're gonna encounter him? So we're in a more fancier, nicer place than before.
Finally, the entrance! At last!
Not more of the guards. Thanks to Nieta, I can't keep things to myself. She's always a snitch.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
I knew he would be here.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chioria Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal. But it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices.
Get him!
Giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. This whole thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Tibet by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
You...
He's an NPC, you can't fight them. Oh my god, he got the gun out. Sure, you go first, it's crazy to say. I don't know what I want to say.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No, you go instead.
Yeah, I feel like this is her fight.
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan.
I feel like they did, because there was other NPCs in like the Navia quest. Was it in the Navia? Yeah, it was. Where you could fight, so we might actually be able to fight him.
I'll deal with him. Some lessons...
But it's probably just going to make us fight the robots. She literally has like, she's literally bringing knives to a gunfight. She's literally bringing... He has a gun, she's like, I'll deal with this. I have 2 swords, it's fine.
Trying to leave, are we?
Oh, I don't want that beef.
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chioria brand.
Ooh, cutscene. We're gonna get a cutscene?
Brand represents more
Yeah.
than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin.
Ooh.
fashion along with it.
Now I've already seen these on
Chioria
Twitter,
will
so I
remain
kind of
the
got spoiled, but...
No challenge is too great.
Oh, these are really
Chioria
nice.
caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
I love that cutscene, honestly. Everyone returns to Chioria. So I guess, like, we ran and then she just dealt with him? Oh my god, they're, like, up there.
A little more to
Why are they up there like that?
Like this?
I mean, I guess because they're moving them, but, like, dang.
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great!
Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Ooh.
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after the success of the show.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Teyvat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about... the Hangry Bird.
Wait, what?
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show, appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization, using weaponry in public, hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Oh.
Chevres, we can explain.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Cendra, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds
I hope we get
pretty
another
lucky, if you ask
Farina
me.
quest.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
I want like a Farina and Nuvolite quest where we like explore the world while both of them are like...
I'll have
I don't
to
know,
take
I
a
feel like
red
that'd
check.
be interesting.
I've still
Just
got a
both
lot
of them.
paperwork to take care
Like,
of, so
trying to
you all
explore
go
some
have
deep
fun.
lore.
Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Venger on the way here. He had a message for you.
Never? Yeah. I mean, they might.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Chevres.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
You don't say.
All right, all right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place with a view? Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Farina will not go to Inzuma because of Shogun. I mean, like, because I'm expecting, like, 4.6, because I feel like every, like, 0.6 patch is, like, the second weekly boss, and it's usually tied to the Archon. So that's why I say, like, I wonder if we're gonna get, like, a Farina or Nuvolite, like, collaboration between the two into exploring some, like, lore about the world. That's why I say that. No, it's a cat have anxiety. I don't think I've ever seen this NPC before. Wear that outfit. Okay, I think we're like approaching the finale, I want to say.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front of everyone else?
Here, take this.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two. You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win, even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, The thing that matters most is
Watch
having
it disappear
friends
off you?
who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioria Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Hyman doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual.
As you should.
I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
True.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Whoa. We got a thing. Well, you will bow to Shogun or Shogun. What? You are a Shogun stan. But I like the Shogun too. I have really C2. But that's probably it for the stream today. Let's see, how long did I stream? Because I'm nosy. I streamed almost 4 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we got both Navia's and Shiori's story quests done, which was really nice because I feel like those were like pretty big ones. And then we have the rest of these ones. Next week, I might try and do some more quests, because I still have a lot of quests to do, but I feel like we're getting through it, which is really exciting. And what else do I want to say? I want to thank everyone for joining the stream, and chatting, and subscribing. We got to 100 subscribers, which I'm excited for. What else? What else? Thanks for liking the video and being part of the stream, everyone. I should see you everyone on Thursday, because I'm doing a Honkai Star Rail stream, and I'll probably do quests for that game. So if anyone wants to join, you can join there. I'll probably stream around the same time, maybe earlier, I'm not sure. But thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see everyone next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, follow, and share. Let's get to 50 billion views!
50 billion!